Welcome to USA Biz Party Live. I am your host, Anna Scheller, and it is a delight to have you with me today. So if you are joining me live, say hello, say I'm joining you from. If your name's not in the handle, would you please let us know your first name? We'd love to be able to give you a shout out. And if you're joining us on the replay, just put replay in the chat so we know. I come back and I do check these things. So I would love to be able to interact with you even after we are done. Well, today, this is our second one for the year of 2022. You're going to be seeing us more and more frequently, but I have a very special guest with me today, whom I think the third time's the charm. And it's only because I was the one who had to stand her up 2 other times. But she has graciously agreed to share her wealth of knowledge with us about video. So before I bring her on, keep in mind that she climbed the pinnacle of technology. Oh my gosh, tentacle, wrong word. Technology in her quest to explore the potential for increased efficiency. But Deb realized that people were being largely forgotten and sadly mistreated in some cases, particularly when it came to technology. She believes there is a place for the optimal use of technology that still protects the dreams, aspirations, dignity, and welfare of the human spirit. Now she focuses her skills as a videographer and her training and experience as a sound engineer, along with her husband, to make things happen and help people in the video world. Please say hello to Deb Anderson. Deb, thank you for joining us today.
I love thank you for having me. The tentacles that's still running. It's like, you know what? Sometimes technology can seem like tentacles or something. So that was actually, that fit.
It can seem almost as if we are, we've got all these little fingers coming at us and we can't seem to. I could tell of another nightmare one day, but we're not here to talk about my nightmares because I know that there are people who are watching now or maybe watching the replay who are like, oh, technology. Oh, it simply eludes me. I'm just simply not tech savvy. And there's a mutual friend of ours that I'm thinking of, even as we speak. So, Tom, if you watch this replay or you're on live, just know I'm talking about you. Anyway, so really quick, we're going to just do this for about 15 minutes, but just really, really quick. I want to let people know that you are also the host of the Social Web Cafe every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Yep.
And tell us just a little bit about Social Web Cafe so our listeners can maybe participate.
Well, we're going on our 11th year. I always keep like episodes, so it's like 11 point. What week of is this? Like 16 or I don't know what week of the year, but that way I can kind of track where we're at. But Social Cafe, I started with Twitter chats with Madeline Sklar. And a lot of times she was really busy. So I'd be like, hey, Deb, can you handle a GT chat? So I kind of like learned in the trenches with her and learned so much. She is a wonderful, wonderful person. I just love her.
Mm-hmm.
And she actually, as far as reciprocation, she wasn't really into video. So it's like, hey, I taught you how to tweet. You taught me how to do the video. So we were able to help each other out on that one. But came up with the idea. Actually, it's what you're doing, Anna, where it was like, let's have a Twitter chat. And at the same time, let's do a live stream. Now, I don't know if I recommend that. That is a lot of work.
It is.
But I had a gal join me, Da Vinci, wonderful, talented lady. She's written a cookbook. She's traveled around, you name it, she's done it and she does it well. But she and I did the Twitter chat for a year. So that helped as far as having to multitask. She was a promo person, so she promoted everything. I was behind the scenes doing all the administrative stuff. So it was a really great team. And then she left to go do the cookbook. And so then I've been doing it the last 10 years. I've had different people pop in. You mentioned Tom. He's been very encouraging. Catherine Lang. They pop in, they help keep it going. And I haven't wanted to drop it. It's still, 11th year. But our focus is kind of started out social media. Mm-hmm. And I know some people, for instance, don't like Facebook. So I don't want to have that be the focus. If someone doesn't like it. And so we kind of broadened into small business. So it's like branding. Recently, Catherine was our guest, and she covered optimism. Catherine is,
Oh,
Catherine Lang.
oh yeah, she's a
Oh,
regular on our chat as well.
and she's wonderful, with the whole gratitude and the optimism and the, thinking positively. So she did a wonderful job as a host of Social Cafe that night. So just different aspects. I try to think what would help me in my business, and hopefully that will help the people that attend Social Cafe. So that's kind of
Oh,
what that.
that's awesome. We should do some collaboration sometime.
Yes, I'd love
We
that.
really should. We should. Well, speaking of platforms and stuff, let's just dive right in because today we're going to be talking about the different platforms. There seems to be, way back when, even just 5 years ago, it seemed like there were only a couple of platforms that you could use, and
Mm-hmm.
now there's a plethora. So, let's just get into what is your favorite platform. Name a couple, and then what is your favorite one when it comes to video?
I think generally I like YouTube and Facebook. I feel like they're siblings. Like they're not. You know how siblings, they can have different gifts and maybe they don't always get along, but then they love each other at the end of the day or whatever. That's YouTube and Vimeo, where I like Vimeo because of the quality, the different options, the paid options, the subscriptions, all those. But I don't think Vimeo is for everyone. I like that YouTube is free. So I like to promote that as well so that people can actually get out there and get videos, because not everyone can pay for Vimeo. So you need to have different options, but they also serve different purposes. Like if you want to get, some marketing, some promotion, go put it up on YouTube. So many people visit YouTube. But if you want to have maybe a channel, something weekly, maybe your own little sitcom or your own, drama show or something, then do it on Vimeo. So they do serve different purposes.
Ooh, that's interesting because I learned a lot there because for me, Vimeo just seemed like it was a higher quality. Sorry, YouTube. Um, so that is really curious. That is a very, very curious distinction. Now, a lot of other social media platforms are bringing in particularly live streaming. So we've got Facebook Lives now, which we're on Facebook Live right now. We have the Twitter Live, which we're on Twitter Live right now. We're on YouTube Live. But also you can go live on LinkedIn, and there's Instagram Reels. Can you talk a little bit about some of those different platforms? Because it seems like it's way too much to even think about.
You know what? You just described my morning, because it's been one of those weeks where it's like, I think we were talking about technology, just really quick kind of sidebar. I was doing some work, but I don't know if anyone's heard of UAD, but it's popular in sound engineering, and I have this device, and I will spare all you guys because I could get really, really geeky and techie on here, but it stopped working. Like I'd been recording videos for courses, I'd been doing all this stuff, everything worked, and just all of a sudden just stopped. And I'm supposed to be this technical person that knows what's going on. Well, it took and this my husband too, both of us looked at it. We tried everything and it didn't work. And all of a sudden I just unplugged the mic cable, plugged it in. There are two channels, so there's two spots where you can plug in a microphone, and we only had one microphone plugged in. That's all we needed. I unplugged it, plugged it into the other channel, worked perfectly. And it's not like it was defective. It was a software thing. Like sorry, UAD, but you guys need to do an update. But I'm just saying that one. But it's been one of those weeks where it was like, that's not supposed to break. That's not supposed to happen. And Murphy's Law has been prevailing where something happens. And I forgot the question you just asked. Like I went on the sidebar and got stuck.
Well, basically the different platforms. So now we have Facebook Live, Instagram Reels. We have all of these different ways. I mean, for heaven's sake, TikTok, which I don't subscribe to because I have this horrible. Oh, I should show myself up here, since now we've got okay. So like TikTok, I'm afraid of, and literally afraid of it simply because I know everybody that I know has told me what a time suck it is, and I'm thinking I have way too much to do to get lost in TikTok for an hour or two. So
I haven't done it yet.
Oh,
I shouldn't
I'm going to say good for you. TikTok, I'm sorry. I'm already having to apologize to all of these different channels. But yeah, just kind of give us a little, because we don't have much time left. I know that you have to get going, and I want to get to your offer because I think that's going to be super helpful for people, especially who feel technologically challenged.
Like my UAD device, but I actually put together, and I just started doing, I don't know why I didn't think of this like 3 days ago, and I just started putting it together, and basically I took what I sent to you in a message, and I thought, well, I'm just gonna kinda copy and paste and put this on a page, so it's actually at my site, and guys, I'm revamping the site, so if you're looking at it going, "What is this, 2018?" That's intentional, but not on this article. It's socialwebcafe.com/USA Biz Party. And on that page, I have a whole bunch of stuff I was compiling this morning, including I found this wonderful article, and I got to give them credit because they're the ones that actually put the list together. But it's like 21 different. What was the criteria? I think the criteria was it has to be someplace where you can upload video and broadcast, but also live streaming. Now, I didn't finish reading the article. It's a really long article, and I'm referring to the one that was written by somebody else. But the link is there on the page that on socialwebcafe.com. And I also grabbed different videos. So there's 21 different video places. And I grabbed something that I thought would be interesting, like an overview of TikTok or how to profit on I keep saying TikTok because we mentioned TikTok, but so I put videos so that you can actually go to the page on the site. And no, I'm not trying to entice you to visit my site, but so you can actually watch these videos and kind of compare the different places. The article itself is really wonderful too, because they have pros, cons, they have is this consumer grade, all kinds of detailed information. I have to go back and read that article. It is a wonderful article. So yes, I'm promoting somebody I don't know to say it's just a well-written article and research. So there are probably 3/4 of those in the list I haven't tried yet. I shouldn't confess that, but I haven't tried them. Similar, Anna, to what you said about TikTok suck as far as no, I didn't say. I did say I meant the TikTok
The
time
time
suck.
suck with TikTok. The time
Go.
suck with TikTok. There we go.
There
TikTok
we
does
go.
not suck, but it is. We have to be careful. Like it is. We have to choose how we spend our time, which would be another conversation we should have.
Yeah,
Because video can be so engrossing. But getting back to the whole thing about the different platforms, let's so again, we just have super limited time, and I don't want to keep you beyond what you need to do. But and here's another thing: video is not always perfect. So you guys just saw me do something really dumb, and I hit somebody else's banner, which I should have gotten rid of. But it happens, and it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I think that's one of the things I like about the reels and the lives is we get to see real people being authentic. And how do you handle mistakes like what I just did? Right. So let's just see, we've got 5 minutes left. So really quick, can you in like 2 minutes, and then we can run over to the offer that you have for USA Biz Party?
well, I was thinking, when you said we're not perfect, and for instance, I'm struggling right now, and I've been struggling, but I found a solution. It's just not here yet. But this thing where, okay, I have a laptop. I should look at the camera because then it looks like I'm looking at people, but I want to look at you, Anna. So then there's this thing where it's like back and forth. And I've heard so many people, they struggle with that, where it was like, how do we make this look human? And if you're looking at the camera, then you're not really connecting with people because you can't see them smile. Anyway, I did find a solution. Now I didn't put it on the website yet because it's being shipped. So if you guys happen, and again, I'm not trying to entice you over my website, but if you bookmark that page, the socialwebcafe.com/USA Biz Party. If you bookmark that, you can visit in maybe a week. And I think I might have a solution. So if anyone else is struggling with that whole thing about, do I look at the camera? Do I look at the person? How do I make it look like I'm engaged in this conversation when really I am, but it doesn't look like it? So yeah, come back in a week and I might be able to suggest something that will work for you. Or not you, where I'm saying, Anna, you have a problem with this, but we're all human. We want to engage.
I do. I struggle with it because I want to see your expression. I want to engage with the audience. And so, yeah, it is a bit of a conundrum. It is a bit of a conundrum. And of course, you find it a lot on Zoom calls and all of that stuff. Well, I know that you have a special offer, and we'll have to bring you back some more to talk about this. about the different platforms, because I think it's important for people to understand what platform works best for them. You know, I've had a lot of people tell me, well, you should be doing Instagram. And I'm like, well, I'm trying to keep up with Twitter. So that's, that's where I'm at, and that's what I'm working with. But we'll have to come back to that. But I do want you to be able to share your special offer just for people who watch this video and who use the USA Biz Party hashtag. So take it away, dear.
Okay. So I've been working on putting together this course. I mean, a lot of it's there in pieces. You know how you can put together a course, but it's like, here, I've got, half of this part and half of this part, and you just need to compile it and put the finishing touches. And I'm babbling, yes. Anyway, I have this course, but I haven't launched it yet. So I want to say thank you for people that have tuned in and even tuned in on the replay, but also I want to say thank you for your patience, the fact that the course isn't launched yet. So I'm offering it for free. You don't have to pay anything to actually get this course. And granted, it'll be next week before I send out the link for the first module. And then as I release module 2, 3, and 4, you have the whole course and you don't pay a dime. And that's for the USA Biz Party people. And my way of saying thank you for tuning in. And all you have to do is, if you visit that page, there's a little subscribe. It's not real elegant, just a form field to submit or subscribe or whatever it says. Just put your email address in there. This isn't a trick. You can certainly unsubscribe. It's just a way to get the email. To get your email address so that I can send you the link to the course and you can get it for free. But you have to do it by Sunday night. So do it before Monday. And I'm giving a break. Sorry, guys in Hawaii, but it's based on Los Angeles time. So do it by midnight Pacific Daylight Time on Sunday night. Yes, on Easter. And you'll get it for free.
Well, and we don't know what people will be doing on Easter. It's a big holiday for some and not so much for others. So please do go to, and I'm going to put that back up. I've shown it a few times, socialwebcafe.com/USA Biz Party. Sign up for the course. You get it for free if you do it by midnight Pacific Daylight Time this Sunday. And we want to encourage you to do it, because I'm going to head over there and I'm going to sign up. For sure. Deb, it has been delightful to have you joining us today. We're obviously going to have you back. And any final words for our listeners?
So many final words, but as you've probably already gathered, I can really babble. My parents said I was inoculated with the phonograph needle. If anyone even knows what a phonograph is anymore, but I can really talk. But thank you so much, Anna, for having me. And there's so many topics that we just scratched the surface. If you want me back, I would love to come back and talk on the wow, I think it is time. It's like, what is it? I'm melting or something. I'm losing my words. But if you want to cover some more of these platforms, that would be great.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Deb, for joining us. Thank you today. Whoops, meant to put myself up there. See, perfection we have fun with this. We have a lot of fun with this. So again, I'm going to put it back up here. If you want, I would highly recommend, if you see that video is important for your business, but the technological aspects of it seem a little overwhelming to you, or you simply want to get better at the technological aspects of it, then I highly recommend you go to the website, socialwebcafe.com/USA Biz Party. Sign up before midnight Pacific Daylight Time this Sunday, and you can get that course for free. So again, I want to thank Deb for joining us. It's been a pleasure to have you, whether you're with us live or you're on the replay. It's always a delight to be with you. You can be seeing us more regularly now. We're going to be doing this a couple of times a month. And in May, I'm going to be announcing a very special feature that USA Biz Party is going to be creating this year for businesses who really want to get out there and really educate people and create value for their customers in a way that's unique and yet not so unique. So you want to make sure that you're with us through that time. Again, thank you. Thank you for joining us. It's a delight. Please join us for the chat every single Tuesday at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. This week, we're going to be talking PR with Success Stephanie of Grow Disrupt. See you then.
Excellent.